Hello, YouTube. In today's podcast, I'll be guiding you on how to create your first program. If you haven't already, I uploaded a video on showing my audience how to create a program with visuals, but this video will be beneficial on how you can just listen to it on the go. Let's get started. First off, you will need to have Visual Studios downloaded. If you do not have it downloaded, don't worry, just pause the video and I'll leave a link in the description to download it. Okay, now that you've downloaded it, let's open up the application. Once you're there, you want to create a new project. The easy way to do this is with a shortcut command. You'll want to press Control Shift and N at the same time. That's Control Shift N. Once you do that, you'll be asked what type of project you would like to create. You'll want to make sure you're under the tab on the left side that says Visual C++. And on that screen, you'll want to select Empty Project and click OK. One more step until we can begin coding. Now you'll want to add a source file. To do so, you'll want to press Control Shift A. That was Control Shift A at the same time. Now you want to select C++ file.cpp, which is already selected by default. So you'll want to click it and click Add on the bottom of the window. Now begins coding our first program. So first, you'll want to type on the first line, hashtag include space less than symbol IO stream more than symbol. Now what this header file does is it allows us to display what we want our program to say or do. Moving on, you want to click on enter so it could skip the line, and on our second line we'll want to type using namespace std semicolon. That's using space namespace space std semicolon. Do not forget the semicolon, people. What this line does is it saves us a few characters that we won't have to type every time. And it'll also make our program look more professional and pretty, if you'd say. On our third line, we want to type void space main open parentheses, close parentheses, open brackets, close brackets. Now this is our main function that every program will have no matter what. Inside the brackets is where we will begin writing what we want the program to do and what we want it to display. So let's output a message to our console application. You'll want to type in cout, that's C-O-U-T, and you want to add a space, and you want to add two less than symbols. So that's cout space, two less than symbols, and now begins the fun part. You want to open up quotation marks. In these quotation marks, you can display any sort of message you want. You can put hello class, hello world, hi mom, whatever you like. But make sure it's in between the quotation marks. Once that's done, you want to go outside the quotation marks and add two more less than symbols. Now you want to type in and L, that's ENDL, and don't forget the semicolon. Now what end L stands for is it just ends the line, so when the program runs, it looks more professional and your professor or whoever's reading your program will enjoy that. So going back to the beginning of the line where we wrote cout, to talk about it a little more, it stands for console output. So without line 1, it would give us an error because it goes with our IO stream header file. So if you don't write cout, you'll get a error and a red line under your code. So you don't want that. Okay, moving on to our next line. So on this line, we want to pause the screen. So when you run your program, it just stays there. Because without this line, it'll just close automatically and it won't let you see your message. So the code for that would be system, open parentheses, open quotation marks, spell pause, P-A-U-S-E, close quotation marks, and close parentheses. And after the parentheses, click on semicolon. Don't forget the semicolon. Now let's actually run our program. So you'll want to press Control F5 on your keyboard, and there you have it, your first program. Well, thank you for listening to our podcast, and if you have any questions, you can always email me at jaime.vega01@utrgb.edu, or you could always comment on the video, and I will reply as soon as possible. Thank you. Goodbye.